Hey guys, we're here to check out the big update this month, and it is the Giddy Up update. And I am sick, I have food poisoning, so I may be a little bit out of it, guys. But we're gonna push through this video because it is an awesome update. So here it is. Rust has updated to the newest version of Unity. That is 2019.1, and yeah, it seems to actually have been one of the more stable Unity updates, and it's helped them set in the path or get started on the ways to making this game a lot more optimized. And this has been a huge focus for this update. So let's go ahead, before we jump into the new menu and horseback riding and all that stuff, there is something called Incremental Garbage Collection. Garbage collection is something that runs in the background, and it I guess Unity, in the new version of Unity, put in a new version of it, so they aren't entirely dependent on it with their new garbage collection system that they made themselves. One way or another, so there's some less stuff running in the background. I'm kind of bad at explaining that. Skin unloading. So a lot of people had issues with skins. They've done some hot patches and so forth. But last month it just wasn't working right. Something was corrupt. It would corrupt skin materials, which some people had like glowing purple skins. If you guys remember seeing that, that's one of the causes there. And once they fixed some stuff with the garbage collection, they are now able to re-enable this. So if you have less than 10 gigs of RAM, you should have the whole skin unloading thing going, which should give you a lot more performance. We'll just have to see how that is. Of course, you can manually turn that back on if you want to, but I'd say give it a try, see how it goes. They also have done some network optimizations. I guess a lot of servers are struggling with entities, and it was constantly sending updates back and forth, and this was causing a lot of server lag, so this should take some fixes on that. But the big thing is they're trying to track down the invalid bullet problems, and with that they've redone the weapon visuals. This is something that was causing a ton of lag in the gameplay, especially during gunfights. And so Peter went through and literally redid all of the weapon visual effects and optimized them as best as possible, and this should hopefully make a huge difference in the lag that was causing during gunfights, which is a huge thing. Oil rig has been nerfed slightly. They have reduced the loot from scientists significantly, but they said it's not done. There's still balances coming to the oil rigs, of course, in the future. Puzzle reset fixes. Another thing too is they had a timer run every 30-60 minutes to reset monuments. If it detected someone, it would check again for 30 seconds, and this is what reset the oil rig so fast. They have fixed it, and now it will wait 30 minutes until the last player has left the oil rig like it was supposed to. In addition to that, we've got some optimizations by Diego with lights. I guess with light LODs, they were being handled wrong, and so they're working on that. And there's also server list performance going on. So the server list was kind of just old and not really done right, and a lot of servers wouldn't show up. People have been complaining for years. Gary has started on fixing that, and the solution, I guess, was something called a virtual scroller. And yeah, so hey, we should have a lot better working server list now. So let's go ahead and check out. There's also the Coastal Wave preview from Diego, and this is basically just kind of how waves are going to get updated. We all know it's kind of a placeholder right now. They all go in the same direction, and this is a huge step up from that. I think it looks amazing, much more realistic, and I can't wait to see this kind of thing make it into the game. So that pretty much covers all of that important stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at the new menu. So of course you've got play game here. This is where all of your servers and stuff will show up, and etc. This is the new list. You got your little refresh button down here. On the side, you can go to their website, Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Steam page, or work with updating this into your language. Then there's the news section, which gives you an update of what's in there. For some reason, that's showing the old update. And then if you go to the item store, there's an actual item store in-game. You don't have to leave Rust to purchase skins anymore. When there's new ones, there'll be that little exclamation mark like you saw. And you can go ahead and just buy them straight in here. When you add them to your cart, you'll see they'll pop up in here, where you can also remove them if you accidentally did it. And then you can check out right here, which is really, really nice. In addition, the workshop has seen a little bit of a facelift, but pretty much functions just about the same. The options menu has been split up. There's options, UI, audio controls, graphics, image effects, and then down here, experimental. These are their experimental settings that you can try to see if you get a little more performance by toggling these guys right here. So that is definitely really nice. I think the new menu is quite great, and it's a great step in the right direction. I know it's definitely not done yet, so, you know, that's something we'll be working on there. Alright guys, I'm back, and horses. So the way horses are going to work is you're going to find a horse somewhere out in the world, and they're going to have a saddle on them already. And this is just for testing, guys. Literally, this month is going to be spent testing out horses. And you just walk up to them and press E to ride the horse. And you'll notice that the horse has a stamina bar, right? So we can actually get off and drop him some food. So let's drop him a stack. There we go. Eat your pumpkins. Good horsey. You can actually see his stamina bar going up. And you can actually maximize out their stamina. Now, right now, horses will only last about 3 hours if you don't feed them. That is, again, just a temporary thing. They're going to be about 40 or so plus rideable horses around the map, kind of like the helis and boats. And that's how it's going to work for now. But eventually they're going to have hitching posts. You'll be able to, choose your saddle. You'll actually have to tame the horse somehow. And there's going to be armors for the horses and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited. There's definitely a cool future ahead. I can't wait to see a horse in scrap metal armor. I think that that would be pretty great. Now, you can shoot and do anything pretty much off the back of the horse. It doesn't matter. You can look around. You can use Alt. Which is quite weird because you don't have a body, but but yeah, you can definitely shoot and do all that kind of stuff off the horse. To heal it, you're going to drop it food as well. You can actually walk it up to, like, let's say a corn plant, and it will start eating as well. So movement is the W key for forward and A and D for steering. Now, horses used to have a reverse, but they don't because, well, horses don't really have a reverse. But you'll notice the horse is kind of just trotting. To speed up, you can hold shift. And there we go. And you can just let go of shift once you reach that speed you'd like to go. Horses move faster on roads. And there we go. Now the trot has kind of died down, so I have to hold down shift again. If you want to keep the highest speed possible, you are going to want to hold down shift. As you can see, you can free look while the horse moves, but of course, if you do that, you have to also make sure you're steering the horse. As of right now, only one person can get on a horse. I do not know if there's plans to allow multiple people to be on the horse, or anything like third person, because obviously there's issues with that. You can make your horse rear up by pressing the control button, which is actually pretty cool. We'll actually take a look at it here. So in third person, let's go ahead. Hi-ho Silver. Probably a lot of you are way too old or way too young to even know what that's from. But if you do, props to you. But as you can see, as you use the horse, the stamina starts to go down, so you want to keep giving him little feeding areas, this and that. You can keep them inside like a roofed area for now so they don't decay, but again, like I said, they disappear after about 3 hours anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You just leave them around your compound, outside, whatever's. There's gonna be a lot of horse stealing. Now, horse health. Now, you can actually see once they start to take a pretty significant amount of damage. Okay, no, look at him, he's shaking his head. He's like, nah, man, I'm invincible. This is one of the testing horses, so it might not work. Hold on, let's see here. Oh, okay, that didn't really work. He just gotta, we never saw his health. Let's try this again. You should be able to, yep, there we go. So once you're on the horse, okay, that was my mistake. Once you're on the horse, you can see his health. So they've got 750 health, 550. They can take quite a few bullets, as you can see there, so they're less squishy than they were before. And then you can see, we can once again toss him food, and not only will his stamina go up, but his health is also slowly going up as well. So that's basically how the horses work, guys. All you gotta do is walk up to him for now. Taming is not needed, but will be coming, along with other features like hitching him up to keep him from despawning, and etc. So that's definitely a fun little thing there. I love the fact that this is added, and I can't wait to see all the creative and funny stuff that people do with these horses here. Now, another thing is the step up function. This is something we talked about in a previous update video, but a lot of times when you would hit like a corner, you just kind of get stuck on it. Well, now you, without having to do anything, just kind of automatically step up on it. Now, this doesn't really matter that much for bases, but it's a huge deal in the rad towns where some of the areas you had to kind of keep like doing this stupid like jump just to get up over it. Well, now, boom, just nice, clear, smooth, walk right over, which is quite nice. So guys, that's the majority of it pretty much right here, guys. The update, like I said, was a ton of optimizations, a ton of background work to even optimize more, some oil rig nerf, and the horses. So the excavator was put on hold, and sadly, I talked to Hulk about the military flamethrower. It has been put on ice, no pun intended, but it is put on the backlog. But the excavator is not. It is a focus for next update. I think it's gonna be something really fun, and yeah, I think it's worth the extra time, and I'm glad to see that horses have made it in, so we have like a full solid month of testing them and giving feedback, and it's gonna be a fun thing. It's definitely gonna be a fun thing. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm not gonna take up any more of your time. Get to that wipe, enjoy it, and have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching.